That's interesting.
The newest installment in the Hellboy franchise, titled The Crooked Man, has officially hit theaters across the UK. Unfortunately for fans in the US, the wait continues as it will premiere digitally on October 7th. If you're curious about our thoughts on this latest adventure, check out our review of Hellboy, The Crooked Man. And if you've already experienced the film and have lingering questions about its conclusion, don't worry. We're here to help. Directed by Brian Taylor, with a screenplay co-written by Christopher Golden, Taylor, and the original Hellboy creator Mike Mignola, this film stands out for its fidelity to the source material. In fact, it serves as a direct adaptation of the 3-issue comic series crafted by Mignola and artist Richard Corben, which first graced the pages in 2008. In this thrilling narrative, Hellboy teams up with Bobbie Jo Song to unravel the mysteries plaguing a quaint Appalachian town, which is under siege by witches and the sinister Crooked Man, a malevolent entity who has ensnared the soul of a former soldier named Tom Ferrell. Today we are going to explore the ending of Hellboy the Crooked Man. So without any further ado, let's begin.
All my life, most just called him the Crooked Man.
What happened to Crooked Man? In the climactic moments of the film, Tom and Hellboy pursue the Crooked Man deep into the forest, determined to end his reign of terror. Their journey leads them to an abandoned mansion, where Hellboy is overwhelmed by haunting visions, including a poignant encounter with his mother, Sarah. Meanwhile, Tom engages in a fierce battle with Effie, wielding a magical bone from his cat, ultimately triumphing by sending her crashing through a window. Simultaneously, Jo and Reverend Watts venture into the ominous mines. Tragically, Watts meets his demise, but Jo harnesses her deepest sorrows to cast a powerful spell. This spell allows her to confront the monstrous spider that terrorized them at the film's outset, forcing it to revert to its smaller form. This act disrupts the dark magic surrounding them, snapping Hellboy back to reality just as he contemplates a tragic fate. As the chaos unfolds, Tom seizes the opportunity to toss one of Cora's witch balls into the Crooked Man's mouth, significantly weakening him. With renewed strength, Hellboy delivers a fierce beating to the villain, sending him tumbling down a staircase. Despite the Crooked Man's taunts, Hellboy takes decisive action, shooting him in the head, which erupts in a cascade of coins, each one symbolizing a lost soul. Among the coins, Hellboy spots a particularly gleaming piece, picks it up, and hands it to Tom, signifying his liberation from the Crooked Man's dark influence.
Really good.
That difficulty. As Tom and Hellboy exit the mansion, they traverse the dense forest, the air thick with tension. Suddenly, they are drawn to a faint whimpering sound. Curiosity piqued, they discover the malevolent witch Effie Kolb, Leah McNamara, huddled behind a tree. To their shock, she has aged dramatically, revealing her true form as an elderly woman, a stark contrast to her previously youthful appearance that Tom had noted earlier in their journey. Tom approaches her, gripping the bridle that once bound his father when he was cursed and transformed into Effie's steed. The screen fades to black, leaving the audience in suspense, and the final image lingers on a majestic white horse, subtly suggesting that Effie has undergone a transformation of her own, with the ominous words, "Beware, I am a witch," emblazoned across its side.
Make the darkness light.
Did Jo and Hellboy survive? As the sun sets on the 1950s, Hellboy and Jo make their way out of town, sharing a moment of reflection. With an unexpected brightness in his demeanor, Hellboy exclaims, "I sense good times ahead." Spotting a telephone, Jo quickly calls for assistance, and soon enough, a BPRD helicopter swoops in to rescue them. The final image of the duo shows them aboard the chopper, Jo nestled against Hellboy, who appears slightly bewildered by the affection but undeniably content. Hellboy, the Crooked Man, stays true to its comic roots, delivering exactly what fans have been craving. However, its success, both critically and commercially, remains uncertain. Despite this, it possesses its own unique appeal. The initial half feels somewhat clumsy and disjointed, which might alienate fans right from the start. Yet, At the halfway mark, a transformation occurs. The tempo accelerates, chaos reigns supreme, and the film finally embraces its identity as the wild, gruesome ride we've longed for. Quick cuts showcase our separated heroes, each facing off against a different foe. From witches to colossal spiders, from spectral apparitions to a swarm of crows, they become entangled in a chaotic, hellish tapestry. This is the Hellboy we've been anticipating. All it required was a bit of patience. Hellboy, the Crooked Man, isn't without its flaws. It's undeniably clumsy, awkward, and at times cheesy. However, when it strikes the right chords, it resonates perfectly, offering a melody that comic enthusiasts will instantly recognize. It was never destined to be a cinematic masterpiece, nor would it appeal to the masses in the same way the comics do. These are niche, underground horror tales that challenge and entertain in equal measure. Expect the same here. Relentless horror, witty puns, and a plethora of villains to keep you guessing. As the good Reverend puts it, it's dark down there, dark as the devil's backside. If you liked our content, then support us by subscribing to our channel. It's just a small click for you, but it means a lot to us. Thanks for watching, guys.